Who are you when no one's looking? I was sitting across from a CEO in a glassy conference room overlooking Biscayne Bay. We were talking about personal branding, although he didn't call it that. He called it his reputation, his image, or my favorite, what people think I do. This was a guy who ran a company with a few hundred employees, had a brass nameplate on the door, a CV longer than your arm, and a LinkedIn profile that could bench press a small sedan, and still wasn't sure who people thought he was. Personal branding isn't about who you say you are. It's the reputation other people build in their minds every time they interact with you. Every email, meeting, presentation, and conversation either strengthens that reputation or weakens it. And other people, by the way, means everyone who isn't you. Now, before you start imagining logos, color palettes, and some overwrought mission statement you scribble on a legal pad during a workshop, stop. Personal branding isn't a costume you pull on or a clever line you paste onto your Instagram bio. It's the wake you leave behind, what people carry away after you've left the room. But first, a story. Years ago, I was speaking at a conference in Dallas. Just before I walked on stage, one of the organizers leaned over and whispered, "We hired you because we all loved your TED Talk," which was lovely, except that I hadn't given a TED Talk. I have since, by the way. So I asked what she liked about it, and she started talking about branding, storytelling, and authenticity. Everything she described sounded like me. She had either seen another presentation I'd done somewhere else or was confusing me with another speaker. But it didn't matter because to her, that was already my brand. That moment is proof that your personal brand isn't what you say about yourself. It's what people remember after they've spent time or think they've spent time with you. And if you aren't shaping that reputation intentionally, they'll shape it for you, probably with about the same care they use choosing a birthday card in a gas station mini mart. So how do you shape your personal brand? The answer isn't to invent a better version of yourself. It's to become more intentional about the version of you people already experience. Start by asking better questions. Instead of asking, what do I want to be known for? Ask, what do people already expect from me? Instead of asking, how do I look smart? Ask, how do I make other people feel smarter? The answers usually aren't hiding in a strategy deck. They're sitting inside hundreds of ordinary interactions you've already had. Your personal brand is built every time you answer an email, treat the waiter, return a phone call, or show up when nobody's keeping score. In The Picture of Dorian Gray, Oscar Wilde wrote, "Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask and he will tell you the truth." That observation first appeared way back in 1890, yet it feels even more relevant today. Only today, the mask is digital. It's your Zoom background, your profile photo, your LinkedIn page, and every carefully chosen post you share on social media. And sure, you can manipulate that for a while, but it's hard to keep all those plates spinning, and eventually someone is going to meet the real you. And when that happens, your reputation either catches up with your marketing or your marketing falls apart. That's why the simplest approach is also the most effective. Make sure your brand matches the person wearing it. I've helped executives, entrepreneurs, authors, and even a magician or two discover what makes their personal brand memorable. The successful ones rarely try to become someone new. Instead, they become more consistently themselves. People don't buy better, they buy people they understand, relate to, and trust to create value in their own lives. The same idea applies to your personal branding. Your personal brand isn't built by talking about yourself. It's built by helping other people understand what your presence means in their lives. I still think about that CEO looking over Biscayne Bay. He thought we were talking about image, but we were really talking about whether the person he believed he was matched the person everyone else experienced. Once those two versions of you finally line up, personal branding stops feeling like marketing and starts feeling like truth. And that's the most powerful brand there is.